Mike Gallagher is a Wisconsin member of Congress. He's a Republican. We're happy to have him on tonight. Congressman, thanks so much for coming. So when can we explore? We're getting piecemeal the story about how these experiments took place, who funded them, and what they may have led to, this global catastrophe. When are we going to get the whole story, do you think?
Well, luckily the dam is breaking. Even scientists that previously signed the Lancet letter are starting to admit we need to investigate the lab leak hypothesis, but there's still a lot more we need to do. We need to immediately declassify all the relevant intelligence and release all of the grant information related to any U.S. taxpayer dollars that went to Wuhan, because what we're seeing now, Tucker, is a troubling pattern whereby the scientists, the social media companies, the useful idiots in the American media tried to stuff so many inconvenient facts down the memory hole that it finally got clogged. But even still, were it not for the work of a few reporters with integrity, a few members of Congress, a few commentators like yourself, right now the Democratic Party would be trying to nominate Fauci and Daszak for the Nobel Prize, because these companies like Google, which, by the way, has an AI center in China, they look at the control that the Chinese Communist Party has over censorship, over what people think, what they share, what they write. And they don't look at it as a dystopian future to be avoided. They look at it as an aspirational model, a goal to be attained, a tool with which to crush dissent and enforce orthodoxy. And if that's the road we go down, well, then science no longer exists, because science is all about dissent, disagreement, questioning hypotheses, at times crazy ideas. Heliocentricity was a crazy idea when it was first talked about. We have to stand up to this. We can't allow Google to do our thinking for us. If we want to do that, we might as well throw in the towel now, accept our new Chinese communist overlords, and get to work, get a head start on our social credit score before it's too late.
Man, I can hardly believe you're a sitting member of Congress. That was just so nicely put and deep, and I think completely true. Why doesn't the leaders, I feel like the leadership of the Republican Party kind of waits around to be called racist and thinks of ways to, like, you know, how Juneteenth, maybe they'll stop criticizing us. Why not use this issue on which you are right, you have the facts on your side and the moral weight on your side to put the other side on the defensive? Like, why aren't they declassifying these documents? Seriously.
Well, as Congressman Jordan has pointed out, we have a special committee to investigate coronavirus, the response to it, and yet the committee under Democratic leadership in the House has refused to investigate the origin of the disease itself, which is absolutely absurd. We have to, just declassifying intelligence is a start to a much broader process of initiating selective financial and technological decoupling from China. It is time to choose which team you're on. Are you on Team America, or are you with the communists right now?
Boy, I just think that you're exactly right on that. Congressman Gallagher, I appreciate your coming on tonight. Thank you, from Wisconsin.